Welcome to Week 6. Let's take a look at Week 6 SEL. This week, we'll be going back to self-awareness, but this focus is identifying personal strengths and areas of growth. Let's take a look at some tips. This week, your students might find some big challenges with our soccer skill, aerial control. So you should focus on fostering the growth mindset. Praise the effort and persistence of your players. Let's look at some examples. Instead of saying good job or nice work, try asking a question like, how do you feel about the cushion touch? Make observations. I see that you're working really hard and trying many times to get this right. Good job. Or identify the challenge and tell them that they can achieve their goals with effort. You might say, I know that this move juggling is really challenging, but if you keep practicing, I know you'll improve. Another tip is to ask players to identify their strengths and areas of growth and how they want to be supported. This will help them feel empowered as they work through the different challenges for this week. Now let's take a look at Week 6 soccer skills. Week 6, Day 1 aerial control. Aerial control is using different parts of your body to control the ball out of the air. For the player's safety, we ask that they do not attempt to do headers. Our Day 1 skill is the cushion touch. Players want to catch the ball in the air with the laces or top of their foot and balance the ball down to the ground. Carry the ball down with your foot softly like you're catching an egg. Ready for a challenge? Try an inside sweep. Use the sweet spot of your foot to touch the side of the ball and guide it to the ground. This should stop the ball from bouncing up again, and you can begin dribbling. Week 6, Day 2, aerial control. Our skill today is juggling. Use small touches to kick the ball up multiple times in a row without letting it touch the ground between touches. Start with the ball in the hands. Drop the ball down to your foot and kick the ball back up with your laces. Be persistent. This takes practice, and it might need some patience. You can practice by doing one time with one foot, and then one time with the other foot, and then 2 times with one foot, and then 2 times with the other foot, and so on. The advanced move for today is juggling with a partner. Use small touches to kick the ball up to your partner without letting the ball touch the ground between passes. Now let's take a look at this week's games. For Day 1, you'll start with Spider Tag. The unopposed game is Pass the Conversation, but with aerial control. And the opposed game is Clean Your Backyard, finishing with your 25-minute scrimmage. For Day 2, you'll do The Floor is Lava. The unopposed game is Stations, and the opposed game is Up, Up, and Away, finishing with your 25-minute scrimmage. Remember to review the SEL reflections so you know how to best support your players throughout the week. Now let's take a look at the Captain's Corner. This is for your team leaders. Now remember, even if you don't have TTL captains, you can still choose team leaders to help you support practice. During your first practice of the week, make sure to show your team leaders this week's goal: to volunteer, to demonstrate, or lead the team. Find opportunities for each captain to demonstrate a skill or lead the team in a game. Then, choose jobs for each team leader so that they can support you during practice. And, when you practice the soccer skill, if they're ready, give them the advanced soccer skill to practice. At the end of the week, fill out the coach's comments to reflect on how the leaders did this week, and then touch base with your TTL coach to pass on your comments. And finally, after you've reviewed the curriculum, fill out this week's prep form to check your understanding and receive your planning pay. Program managers will input your hours after they've reviewed the responses.
It's time to play and have fun!